Boss Up Visual Podcast offers media services for reasonable price quotes, created to aid the urban community with marketing services for your business, products, or services. Book your interview or ad by emailing bossupvisualpodcast@gmail.com or simply fill out the contact form. Boss Up Visual Podcast is geared towards business and life topics, teaching individuals how to build wealth, make smarter financial decisions. Boss Up Visual Podcast is hosted by Shakita Days and Derek Days, founders of Derek Denzel Days II Corporation. Sometimes looking at life and business from one person's perspective or type of group can be misleading. Teaching you how to stay bossed up in the competitive world. A visual podcast shows step up, raise your standards, and for the direction of your life. Boss Up Visual Podcast features sub-segments hosted by business leaders, authors, coaches, and individuals looking to expose their brands. Become a VIP listener, get access to rewards and more by subscribing.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our weekly caregiver segment. If you don't know, it is I, your Christian caregiver coach, Angela Amazin. And today I have a special guest. Today my special guest is Hanna Honeycutt, and she is an RN. And we are getting behind the scenes on the caregiver industry and how she moves in this industry with everything going on, what caring and sharing for others, and the process of making sure that you take care of yourself. So I want to introduce Hanna. I don't want to take up a lot of her time. And I just want to say I'm thankful for having her. Hey, if you're here for the first time and you're new to the show, welcome. You can reach me at Coach Amazin, www.coachamazin.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at iamcoachamazinSupport. You can also go to my Twitter, which is iamcoachamazinSupport, or Facebook at Caregiver Coach Angela Amazin. So without further ado, let me just let you have a crack at one of the most amazing nurses here in Houston, Texas. I'm excited to even just get this interview with her because she is always on the go, and she is moving and shaking, and I'm excited. So Hanna, how are you?
Wonderful.
Good. So you are officially an RN now. What does that mean? And what's like the difference from what you were doing? Because to me, I thought you were already like the top nurse in the country, like one of the top nurses in the country. But now I guess that gives you more credibility.
Yes, that's true.
Okay. So listen, tell the audience, for everyone who is out there, because you work in different places, because some people work in a hospital, some people work in home health care agencies, nursing homes. What's your thing? Like, where are you comfortable or most comfortable with working when it comes to giving back and caring and sharing?
Well, for me, being a new RN, I really want to get into the hospital because getting an hospital experience is very important, especially when you want to go into critical care. And from there, if I get like 2 years or 1 year critical care hospital experience, then I'm well cooked for the market to be able to move around, do home health for people that are critically ill that can't go to the hospital, but at least you already have the background in order for you to be able to take care of the critical people at home. So hospital, it's my goal.
Wow, I didn't know that. I really didn't know that. So that's good to know, and that's good to hear, because I thought if you just work in one space, it's all the same. But I guess it makes sense working in a hospital, and it's a big demand. The healthcare field is not going anywhere. This is $1 billion industry, and a lot of people don't do it just because it's very lucrative, because now with everything going on from COVID, things just change. And because things change, it changed for a lot of people, including the healthcare professionals. So I love my professional caregivers, because you guys are superheroes, let me say sheroes without a cape. and you guys save lives. So just, on that note, if you're new and you're just jumping on, we are having a conversation with Hannah, who is an RN, is in the healthcare industry, been in it for a minute, but just got her RN license, and she is moving and shaking with trying to get her goals, and one of them is to work in the hospital. But I met her working in a senior living facility, and she was awesome. Let me just tell you, I love the way she moved, checked on the patients, checked on her staff. She literally just came in and just slayed it, and everybody got what they needed as it relates to the residents. That was important. But Hannah, here's the big question. And again, I won't take up a lot of your time, but tell me what you do for you. How do you take care of you in the middle of taking care of everyone else? Like, what's your self-care routine? Because we got to take care of ourselves in the process of taking care of others. And how does that look for you?
Well, truthfully, for me, I'm falling behind on that. And sometimes I constantly remind myself that I need to do me. Yeah. So that is one of my short-term goals going forward, to teach myself on how to take a break, unwind, take myself out of the work mood, and
So that's where I come in. So here for everyone who's out there listening, I actually have a couple of programs where I help you create balance between work life and home, and make sure that you spend time taking care of yourself. And when you spend time taking care of yourself and basically not caring for others at your expense in health and wellness, then I make sure that you understand how important that is, because if you don't take care of yourself, then you definitely can't take care of other people. So that is one of my strong points when it comes to my professional caregivers, my family caregivers, caretakers, all types, because at the end of the day, we got to make time for ourselves. I do what is called Self-Care Sunday. And you know what? I literally give suggestions, tips. Even on my website, you can find some things with how to make sure you care for yourself. Hannah, do you have any kids?
Yes, ma'am. I do have kids.
So again, it's important, because when you are a mother, you are a caregiver, you're all these things. You definitely have to be that for yourself. And that's important. And I know you like what you do, because how long have you been in the healthcare industry?
4 years now.
Okay. Yeah. So you're getting to be that seasoned veteran. You're getting there. And again, I am just glad to be able to just say congratulations on becoming an RN. That is big. Ooh, that is
Thank
hilarious. I met Hannah and fell in love with her because she just really had that determination, that go get it. I'm looking to see her in this healthcare industry dominated in the next 5 years. We don't know what anything holds. We don't know what the future holds, but I can assure you, Hannah name will be one of those names where people will say, oh my God, I know Nurse Hannah. And she literally encourages some of her people that she work with. Listen, don't just stop at being a caregiver. Don't stop at being a pal. Get your CNA, get your med tech, get whatever you need to move up the ladder, but don't get comfortable. I like that when she literally tries to encourage and inspire them to just not settle. So again, I'm not going to hold her because she is very busy. And listen, if you are new here on the caregiver segment, then I am Angela Amazin Tate. I am your favorite Christian caregiver coach in the country. And I'm excited because guess what? We are going into another season. And if you guys don't know, we are about to be ending between this second quarter going into the third quarter. What are your goals for the next 6 months? What are your short-term goals for the next quarter? How are you taking action in the middle of all life's distractions? How are you creating balance for yourself? And these are the questions you need to ask yourself. I call them self-check. And when you self-check yourself, check out my new book on Amazon, Caregiver to Caregiver Talk. And I'm excited because, listen, we are just moving into whatever we need to do to have a phenomenal 2020 year. We are approaching the third quarter, like I said, and if you have not completed your goals in the first 6 months of the year, then hey, you still have time. Hannah, what could you tell someone in the industry? Now, this is really big, and I know you get this, and we're going to close with this one. But someone who literally woke up, went to sleep, and did not anticipate on being a caregiver. And now they rely on people like you. They rely on people to literally walk them into a new space because now they're caring for their mothers, their fathers, their loved ones, their whoever. What would you tell them?
Being a caregiver could be very demanding, but I believe that it's service to others and service to self. So I'll just encourage you as a caregiver to not relent, don't give up. And like what Coach Amazin has just said, that taking a break and doing you is very important in the midst of being a caregiver, because you don't want to get lost trying to care for somebody else or trying to care for a loved one and not caring for yourself. But it's wonderful to be a caregiver because we see that these people that we're caring for are very vulnerable and they're depending on us for them to be able to do their regular ADLs.
Amen. That's good. Listen, make sure you take time to breathe. And once again, this is Angela Amazing Tate. And when you look in the mirror, you should see that you are truly amazing. And if you don't, you're probably looking in the wrong mirror. Bye, guys.
When you're taking a look at life and you're looking at your life, what do you see for your future? What do you see for yourself? What do you see for your family? Do you want to continue to live this life and be unhappy, be unsatisfied, not being able to live a full, fulfilling life? You want to get out of that rut. You have to get up and do something new. Do something different. Do something meaningful. Something that's going to be valuable to your life, valuable to your growth. And the only way for you to do that is to get up and boss up. Boss up, raise your standards. Raise your standards for yourself. Raise your standards for your life. You are enough. You're capable. And the only way for you to move into a different space, we have to get the knowledge that's necessary to move into those spaces. So don't be afraid to raise your standards. Don't be afraid to better your life. Don't let people tell you that, it's not possible. You're doing this for nothing. You're doing this for you. So whatever you desire to have for you, yourself, and your family, and the life that you desire to live, take action. Take action today. So thank you guys for joining us with another Boss Up Visual podcast show. We'll see you guys on the next episode. Stay bossed up. go and let God. Let it go and let God. I don't got time to be fighting.
Because it's okay to say no. Because you can turn your no's into your strength of yes. Yes, I took my power back. It takes a village. It takes a team. So when I said I'm switching it up, I want everybody to leave here today buying something from somebody. I want everybody to leave here with somebody's number. I want everybody to leave here promoting somebody else on their social media. Because we don't do that. What we scared for?
That business became more and more of my time, but I also had to tend to my other businesses. So with this Boss Up conference, it really made me want to share my kind of experience and kind of things I do. Because I feel like everybody has a boss inside of them. You know, everybody can figure out how to get to the next level.
I'm so overwhelmed to be here today. I mean, this is what I live. This is what I live. I live positive, progressive people.
You can't try to change other people if you're not willing to change yourself.
Amen.
So here are a few ways to work towards change. So I had to come up with a strategy, and he told you that this relationship is built on prayer. I'm telling you, when we got together, I was 19, he was 17, so it's like we grew up together, right? Keen enough to understand, to pay attention to those moments, to see that he was changing, right? But only because I was changing.
Student loan, then the interest rate is so high. So I told Aunt, I said,